fact that he tried to go at MOD and say that she's only dated white men, that in itself says a lot. When he was sitting there calling her husband a white savior,
my God,
he
here we
knows
go with this
nothing
bullshit.
about her.
So it basically she can say, and this is how this stuff happens. So basically she can say whatever the hell she wants to and made accusations about Real on what her perceptions were. And I can tell you this and that, blah, blah, blah. But because I got up here and did the same thing she did to another young lady, now all of a sudden you want to speak up on it. Come on now.
I sure did. I got up here because she was sitting here telling Robin that she was
want to pick up on your what's name and tell me when you ready to lay your bullshit down. Because y'all really ready to have a real conversation about this shit, we'll talk about it. But until then, everybody,
your ass didn't say a fucking word. I only backed up Lumberjack because he first called her.
Again, you can talk and yell at your husband, sweetie. You got the wrong one. Yeah, you can tone it down. I'm not your child, and I'm not a what's name. You can talk to me like a regular human being and a regular adult in here.
Check me, bitch.
Yeah, you not checking me either.
You ain't checking me at all. Lumberjack,
hey, you already been checked. That's why your what's
I called her a white savior. I did.
You the only one in here yelling. You are the only one yelling.
But why did you check
in your feelings because we in here talking about something you don't agree with, and all of a sudden what you start doing is spewing shit at other people, and now somebody is up here actually checking your ass that needed to been check your ass because again what you're saying online I guarantee you wouldn't say out in the real world. Period.
Oh, yes, the fuck I would.
No, the fuck you wouldn't. No, the fuck you wouldn't. No, I walk past you motherfuckers all the time, and y'all keep y'all mouth closed until you get home behind these keyboards.
I only match energy.
Yes.
I only match energy. And if you would shut your mouth for a second,
if you would shut up, then we could have a good decent conversation. If you start learning how to talk to people, maybe you will get goddamn eliminated.
Come make me.
Well, they're the same thing.
I don't give a fuck who they are.
Okay, and that's your problem. And that's your problem. And that is your problem, sweetie.
Lumberjack, when he called her a white savior first, and then when I backed him up with my statement, you didn't say shit, but you said something to me.
You didn't say shit. You said shit to me.
No,
you want to pull your bullshit shit out when you want to pick it up and drop it when you want to drop it.
Trying to come at a woman over here talking about a man shouldn't be defending his woman and a woman should handle it. This is the problem. Is you right here? This exact example because you up here coming for a woman when a man up here said the same exact thing first. Why didn't you come at the man?
And said something. Do you have to check that situation? First of all, you need to know your place. And in that certain place, if I know my wife can already handle that situation, why would I need to jump in that situation when I know for a fact my wife is 10 toes down?
You have children
that walks to her. Now,
you have a daughter.
Comes down to a man walking up to her saying something.
Do y'all have
trust and believe? I will handle that situation before it even got there.
That's why you said
you didn't answer the question. How
you
come
don't
you
know what
didn't
I
come
am.
up here
That's
and
why
address
you
the
settle
man?
with what you got. That's what.
So let me ask you
that because nobody else wants your ass.
You're weak as fuck.
I
know you are.
Hold on.
You can say whatever. You can say whatever, but I guarantee you, if you see me in real life, you would never even say that.
I wouldn't see you in real life.
You wouldn't say that. And then on top of that, I guarantee you would be
hold on.
Edible.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
You are disrespecting this man for no apparent reason.
Edible. Are you saying that if you saw her in real life, you'd put hands on a woman?
That is not what I just said. It's a lot of people that do a lot of talking on this app
Can you clarify?
Talk outside. Please do not flip anything that I say.
I'm asking you, can you clarify? I'm not trying to flip anything. Can you clarify what you meant when you said if you saw me in person, you wouldn't say that?
Certain people.
I'm trying to ask you a question. You cannot answer a question or hear a question if you're talking at the same time. You made the statement. You wouldn't be speaking like that if you saw me in person.
She would not.
What did you mean like that?
She would not.
No fucking.
How do you know that?
You wouldn't. Because your jaw would be wired the next fucking day.
How do I know?
Yeah,
because this happens in society now. Look how she's talking right now. When this camera cuts off, she's probably the most quietest person.
No, not at all. 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 I know that. Hey, Edible, check this out. Edible, check this out, bro. Gang, take a beat, bro.
Over here spewing.
Okay, thank God. Land a plane, please. Land a plane. I know this woman in real life. She is like this in real life.
All right.
She's on 10 at all times.
Just like you know her. That's just like me. I use this for example. Just because I come off and I walk across Black Spidey, that don't mean I'm going to say something to Black Spidey because I feel like I'm this big man.
I mean, you're 5'4", acting 6'4". Anyway.
Okay, so let's
that's like me coming in here where I walk past anybody else in here. Just because all of a sudden I see you, that don't mean I'm going to automatically say the stuff that I'm saying up here. No.
Ain't nobody going to walk past you and say
I wish you would.
So the edible, bringing it back to the question, how come you didn't come up here and address a man, but you came up here and addressed a woman when the man was the first one to say that?
Do I have the control of these boxes? I thought I came up here when I was invited up here.
No, I'm asking you because you up here making statements that she's this horrible racist person that has a white figure husband.
Why didn't y'all stop her when she was talking about the real? And my question to you is, no. Why we're up here talking about not division and all this and blah, blah, blah. Then why every single time that somebody says something that y'all don't agree with, y'all start, what y'all do is start attacking these people, and the people just feel like, you know what, I'm not going to argue with y'all. Personally, I'm not arguing. I'm letting y'all spew so some of these people actually see y'all true colors of what do y'all really think about people. And I really tell you, every Black man that's probably been up here that doesn't agree with her views, she doesn't like.
So you're unable to answer questions and you're unable to shut up. Okay, gotcha.
Let me answer the question. So you're asking why I came up here and addressed the real. And that's because she was sitting there being hypocritical when they were sitting there addressing Robin. So you can't be hypocritical when you come to address somebody, because here she was doing the same exact thing.
Stop with the hypocritical shit. Please stop. Y'all want to flip it.
Can you ever stop talking?
In the fucking live. Like I said, at the end of the day,
just stop talking.
Behind whatever bullshit narrative y'all want to. The whole narrative was that y'all were disagreeing with us when we said from us as Black men. How can y'all even talk for us as Black men talking about what do you see if we're dating a white woman? That was an initial statement at first. And y'all bashed Mr. No Weapon because he said that, which is a true statement. So for anybody that's over here telling him about his life experience or my life experience, sounds like to me y'all have your own personal.
It sounds like
to me y'all got bullshit shit going on.
You sat up
hey, the edible
and did the same
so he dropped.
He dropped.
I know. I just wanted to ask him a couple of questions, and he just wouldn't stop talking.
No, he doesn't, and that's my whole thing when it was about.
See, the problem is this is a man who is 5'4", acting like he's 6'4". He has nothing to contribute to society, and he's got 2 brain cells fighting for third place. The absolute dimwit.
So my whole thing when I said the division and all that shit when it was first started was that literally this is what the government wants us to be. This is what the government wants us to do. Because if we don't,
it's a choice though, Robin.
Right. But what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying, is they're all just like it's breeding into it and breeding into it and breeding into it. So if you know about it and you continue to do what exactly you're doing, then it's not going to change a fucking thing, but you're going to sit there and bitch about it being the same thing over and over and over. What the fuck are you doing to change it? Do you know what I'm saying? That's my whole fucking question is what the fuck is
and I was sat here and listened for a little bit, but it was perfectly fine for people to bring up all of this shit that supposedly people in interracial relationships go through. And then when we talk about our experiences, we're immediately invalidated because we're dating outside of our race. And then all of a sudden, like I said, Lumberjack was spot on with that assessment of that woman. Spot fucking on. And I was just about to say the exact same thing. And it wasn't an attack, but this is exactly how and why white women go through what they go through with certain Black women. Now, me personally, I don't give a fuck. My sister-in-law is white. I don't care.
Right.
Like I said, I'm married to a white man. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? But there are certain white women, and I'm sorry, but this is the truth. They will feel like it's their place to check Black women that are in relationships with Black men because they feel that that's their place and they have the privilege to do so. No, let your man check whoever the fuck is running up on you, whether it's white or indifferent.
I agree.
So
may
I agree, and I've let them handle it every time.
May I speak to that? So it's not the fact that, and I can only say this based off of, I live a whole different lifestyle, but I also understand that in certain situations that sometimes there are women that are more, I wouldn't say dominant, but they are more confrontational than the man that they are with, right? So what happens is it becomes an applied behavior and they get so used to doing that it becomes normal for them. Now, when that happens, a lot of times, not just white women, not just black women, but a lot of times women will seek out a man that is more of a docile person to deal with because they know that they can run that situation. So we can't make we can make a general assessment of someone, absolutely, and I'm not against that. We can, based off of the information that they give us. But again, she may be in a situation where she is more of the dominant person in her relationship than he is. And because she has done that so much and gotten away with it, it becomes what we consider applied behavior. So because it's applied behavior, she doesn't realize or understand that she is actually doing something that would be deemed or considered disrespectful. So again, for me, as a leader, as a provider, and as a protector, I'm always going to put my partner in a position of where they are always safe, because that is my number one key role. That is my number one goal, is to keep my partner safe. Right. But again, for her, she may be put in that position to where she is the person that does that. So we don't know what her dynamic is in her relationship in order to really give her an actual assessment. Because again, she talks from experience. I've been sitting there and I've been listening. And honestly, I just wanted to say this, like, it's like I'm standing across the street and I hear everybody yelling and everybody arguing, but I can't tell who the idiot is because from a distance, everybody looks that way. But I don't want you guys to ever go into a position in a situation where you have to argue your intelligence with somebody else's ignorance, because it only puts you on that level. And I know,
Amen.
I know you're passionate about where you come from, and I can tell that by the tone of your voice. And I get that and I understand that. So like I said, I'm not trying to attack anyone or bash anyone or judge anyone or assess anyone based off of that, because I don't do that. I just take the facts as they come. But again, that may be something that is typically normal for her.